Distractions are everywhere, but I want to give you not only a list of distractions that are hurting your productivity, but I want to give you solutions. And a few years ago, I did a presentation where I talked about this very topic, and I want to share that clip with you today because it's just as relevant today as it was back then. But before we do that, please head on over to my website, MrProductivity.com, M-I-S-T-E-R, MrProductivity.com, and get my free productivity scorecard. It's my gift to you. Just 10 questions, and you'll learn where your leaks are in terms of your productivity. That all happens at MrProductivity.com. Okay, let's do it.
Who here has been distracted in the last week? Raise your hand. Who here has been distracted in the last day? Who here has been distracted in the last hour? Distractions are killing our productivity. They're killing our performance. And I have identified the 5 top distractions that affect us every day. Now, these are not all distractions. These are what I consider the top 5. The first one is going to really shock you. Social media. Yes. Totally shock. I know that I'm going out on a limb on that one. No. Number 2, email. Yep. Number 3, people. Number 4, entertainment. And by entertainment, I mean TV, movies, video games, parties with your friends. And number 5 is the person you see looking back at you in the mirror, yourself. I have a lot of strategies in how you can become more productive, how you can perform at optimal levels. But let's first talk about what doesn't work. This doesn't work. Complaining. If you complain about distractions, does it do any good? No. How about getting angry, getting frustrated? How about just throwing your hands up and just saying, I give up. This is worthless. This stuff doesn't work. What works is being proactive. And what I find very interesting is to be productive, you've got to be proactive. You cannot win the battle against these daily distractions by just not doing anything. By just going, well, maybe it'll get better. It's not. Maybe distractions will go away. They're not. They're going to get worse. And here's the biggest tip I have for you. You need to, how many people have heard the word a cleanse? If I say cleanse, what comes to your mind?
Animals.
Who said diet? Yes, diet. So if you want to do a cleanse, you're going to go through whatever the foods you eat to cleanse your body of the toxins, right? Here's a concept you need to do. It's called a notification cleanse. Same thing. You go through all your electronic devices, your phone, your tablet, your computer, and you go through every single notification and you start saying, do I need to be alerted? I'm not going to tell you what notifications you should have on. I'm not going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. What I'm going to tell you is you probably have way more notifications turned on than you need to. How many people have done this? Don't raise your hand. This is a rhetorical question. How many people have downloaded an app and it says, do you want to allow notifications? You say allow, knowing full well that the app developer is going to turn on every single notification. We've all done it. I've done it. I'm Mr. Productivity. What you need to do now, here's a little side tip. When you download that app and the question says, do you want to allow notifications? You're going to say, no. Okay. C-. You're going to say?
No.
B. We'll stay with that. And then what you can do, I know this is crazy, you can go into your settings and go turn the notifications on you want. Is that crazy? It's your device and you can choose what notifications you want on your device. You need to be distracted less. So one of the things you can do is pick the apps you want to be alerted for. Like for me, weather is really big. Now I have 4 weather apps. Don't judge me. And I also have like notifications turned on for my credit debit cards. It's kind of cool to get alerted. So if you go, I was in Hong Kong A lot of my apps, I don't have notifications turned on. So I would encourage you, if you get nothing else out of this presentation today, take a look at your notifications. Don't get frustrated that your phone's going bing, zoom, vibration all day long. Take your device and say, okay, what notifications do I need on? Breaking news, if you turn off Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is not going to come to your home and say, why aren't your notifications on? Because here's the thing, all the notifications are still going to be inside the app. They're just not going to be bothering you. So that's how you can begin to control social media. The other tip I have for you about social media is you don't have to be on every social media platform. If you don't want to be on Facebook, don't be on Facebook. Don't think because there's a social media network out there that you have to be on it. Now, if you're growing your brand, maybe you do, but here's the thing. Maybe you need to find out where your customers are and be where they are. It's not about your platform, it's about where they are. Let's talk about email. How many people remember the game, the carnival game, Whack-A-Mole? A few of you. Those of you who don't, it was this carnival game, you had like a big table and had all these holes in it. And you had this mallet. When you played the game, a mole would pop up and you whack it. And as the game went on, they would come up faster and go down faster, and 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we're dealing with emails, right? You take the risk and you open one email and you reply to one email. What happens?
You got to do 5 more.
5 more pop up. You're like, wait a minute. This is crazy. And so you spend 90 minutes, 2 hours cleaning up emails. First thing you need to do is take a step back and say, okay, am I getting emails that I am not reading? Unsubscribe from these email newsletters. I have an email newsletter. I tell people, please don't sign up for it unless you're going to read it and apply it. I don't want to clutter your inbox. I'm a productivity guy. I do not want to clutter your inbox. Because that would be against my message, wouldn't it? I would be inauthentic. You need to take control of your inbox. If you need to start reporting people as spam, report them as spam. If you need to start blocking people, block people. Because every one of these distractions is affecting your productivity. Now, I've done the research, and it's all over the board, but some people say if you're working on a project and you get interrupted, guess how long it typically takes? The range is how long before you get back to focus. Throw out some numbers to me. How long do you think it takes?
2 hours.
30 minutes, 2 hours, 15? They say about 37 to 45 minutes. So let's say you're working on a project and you're in the zone, you're in the flow state. All of a sudden, bing, you pick up your phone. Oh, someone tagged me on Facebook again. Well, now you just can't go back to your project because first of all, you're in Facebook, you're in the vortex. So what are you going to do? Well, I'll just stay here for a few minutes. 3 hours later, you're like, what am I doing? That's why you turn off the notifications. But I would suggest if you really, really, really need to focus on a task, every phone has this thing. You can put in airplane mode or, wait for it, turn it off. Isn't that crazy? Guess what? I promise you, if you turn your phone off, it won't ring, it won't buzz, nothing. Most people don't, well, what, turn my phone off? But what if someone important calls me? How many people here are going to get a call from the President of the United States? Really? Come on. Okay, one person. You're the only person in my whole speaking career that actually raised their hand. I have never got a call from the president. Most people in this room won't get a call from the president. So if you need to focus on something, then turn your phone off. Put it in airplane mode. Lock it in a desk drawer someplace. In the next room, give it to your secretary, executive assistant, whatever. Stay focused.
Never forget the power of listening to a podcast or listening to an audiobook or reading a book or watching a video or going to a training is taking the information you learned and implementing it. So I don't want to complicate this. I believe in the power of simplicity. So take one thing, just one thing, the power of one one thing that I share with you on this episode of the podcast, go implement it in your life. Whether you have never heard of it before, or maybe you used to do it and you're no longer doing it, maybe you need to revisit that. And after you do that, I want to invite you to head on over to my website, MrProductivity.com, MISTER, MrProductivity.com, and take my free 10-question productivity scorecard. It's right there on the homepage of MrProductivity.com. Thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you soon.